So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So today we'll discuss the essential aspects that shape a community. So it's power, leadership, and the social changes that influence it. So by the end of this lesson, I hope that you will be able to understand how these elements work together and how you can contribute to your own communities. So I will be finishing all the topic today. So after this, after listening or after watching this video lecture, I want you to answer all the activities on the photocopied notes that I gave to you. So first, let's talk about community power. So community power refers to its ability or the capacity of the community to exercise control over activities and seek ways to employ available resources to establish a stronger and a successful community. So it is the ability to make decisions, to control resources, and to create changes that benefits its people. So a strong community is not just one where people live together, but it is also where they work together and to improve their way of life. So what are the key determinants of community power? So the key determinants of community power, we have here decision making, control over resources, and inclusivity. Okay, so the decision making authority, it refers to who makes the rules in a community. So who decides on policies and programs. Kinsa yung nag-create sa rule, kinsa may nag-create anang mga policy. So man pasabot sa decision making authority. Ang control over resources is kinsa may naay access sa funding and sa services. So, na-distribute ba ang funding o ganang mga services fairly? And then the inclusivity, kinsay involved sa decision making. Tanan bang katawhan na tagaan ba sila og voice or naabay mga certain groups nga na left out in that certain community. So in your community, the naman tatao community ninyo, as you've said na you were too close. However, the only problem in your community is that access to healthcare mo na usa nga wala one resources nga or resource nga wala siya na distribute fairly because as you've said na walay doctors sa inyong community. So access to healthcare is not that much, and then sa education elementary lang until grade 7 and 8. Okay? So again, the key determinants of community power, we have decision making authority who makes the rules and then the control over the resources, who has access to fundings and services, and the inclusivity, who is involved in decision making and who is left out. So understanding these factors, this can help us see how power is being distributed and what we can do to ensure fairness in our community. Okay. Now, so these are the ways to build power. Okay. So this diagram can be seen on the photocopied notes that I gave to you. So you just have to read that one. So we have here in the middle circle how a community can build power. So a community can build power through a civic involvement in identifying important issues, through citizens' voice in public prioritization and decision making, through developing structures or systems for shared power and decision making, and through shared leadership. So leadership development planning. So leadership in community. Okay. So leadership, when we say leadership, it refers to the person who has the responsibility of controlling or taking charge of a particular group. So leadership plays a vital role in a community. So a leader, when tag leader, it is someone who takes charge, who guides the group and ensures that plans and programs are properly implemented. So, what are the ways nga mo emerge ang leaders? So, we have election, appointment, inheritance. So, through this, these are the ways na mo emerge nga naatay leader. So when we say election, we follow the democratic process. So mo ni katong mo vote ta. We have the right, since democratic, by means of democratic, we have the power to choose our own leader. Mo nang every election kitay mo vote sa president, sa um kapitan and senators and all. So the government officials are the best example for this. And then ang appointment, kining appointment is gi-appoint ka based on your skills or on your expertise. If you are expert on that field, so pwede kang ma-appoint nga mahimong leader. And then inheritance, this refers to kanang leadership passed down through generations. So kanang mga example ano ikis kanang mga chieftains, kanang mga monarchy, kadang bitong if you've seen Moana, katong sa community nila Moana, ang iyahang papa may chief adto, and then yang gi-transfer ang iyahang power or iyahang pagka-leader kang Moana. So that's an example of inheritance. Now, why do you think is leadership important? So first, it is important because it provides direction and organization to the community. It also encourages unity and collaboration among people, and it ensures proper implementation of program for development. And this will only happen if your leader is doing his or her job as a leader. Kung mayon ganitag leader, dili ikaw ang mumando. That's how I understand or understood what leader is. So when you are a leader, dili ikaw ang mo give command, but you do it your way and the people will follow. Muna tinuod nga leader. You direct, you organize, and then you encourage unity and collaboration. Dapat dili ikaw ang maguna-una og away in a certain community. If ever na ay mga conflict, mga misunderstanding, you as a leader must be the one to guide your people. Ikaw mismo dapat ang mo fix ana, dili kay ikaw ang mudugang sa conflict. Ikaw ang mo dugang sa fire. Okay? And then you ensure that you implemented all the programs properly. Walay mga tawag aning walay mga left out, dapat tanan involved, okay? So what are the qualities of an effective leader? So, an effective leader must communicate effectively. So leaders should maintain an open dialogue with the community. Mo bito ni na mga meetings. Kay kanang during the meetings mo na time nga ma tawag aning transparent, diri nila ma-transparent ang ilahang mga like kanang mga fundings, dira nila na kuan sa mga tao. And this is also the only time nga pangutan na sila if unsay kanang problema silang community para mapangitaan og solusyon. And then social capital building. So they must gain trust and support from the people. And then community engagement. So they must encourage the young or kanang mga youth and the other members to participate in every activity nga gapagabuhaton sa inyuhang community. Mabito nang sa community dapat ang manguna gyud is ang mga youth. Kaya kanang uban ana mga bata-bata pa makita man gud nila nga ang youth nila active. So puhon-puhon og sila na poy mo mahimong youth, sila na pod ang mo buhat ana. And then collaboration. So working across different sectors and communities. So leaders should work with different sectors kanang makig-collaborate. Okay, so good leadership creates positive changes and empowers people to take action for the common good. Now let's talk about social change. When we say social change, society is always evolving and different factors influence these changes. Now, when we say social change, it refers to the shift in the social order, including the changes in behavior, the changes in the institution, and the changes in the relationship. So example of social change, the women's suffrage. So nanay right ang mga women to vote. And then the technology and education, integrating in technology and education. So, meaning the use of online learning and the digital tools, just like what I did right now. I am recording myself, giving lecture, and then I will send this one to you after. And then, another example is the LGBTQ rights. So they were recognized and they were accepted of diverse identities. And then lastly, you have climate activism. So this is a global efforts to address environmental issues. Now, what are the factors that drive social change? So we have cultural and religious shift, we have economic developments and technological advancement. So cultural and religious shift, this refers to new beliefs, values nga maka-influence sa mga actions sa mga tao. And when we say economic development, it refers to the changes in industry. So, na mga job opportunities and kanang mga financial stability. And then when we say technological advancement, it also refers to kanang innovations no that approve communication, transportation, and the daily life. So I think you're familiar with the saying that change is constant. The only thing that is constant in this world is change. Therefore, change is constant, and as members of society, we should be aware of these shifts so we can adopt and we can also contribute to be or to have a better future. So to sum up everything that has been discussed to you this morning, a strong community is built on its power, it is built on leadership, and it is also built on the ability to adapt to social changes. So each of us, we have our own role to play, whether by making informed decisions, by supporting good leaders, or becoming leaders ourselves, and by being part of positive change in our society. So, before I'll end this discussion, I want to leave you a question which I will be asking you by the time that you will be passing to me your the answered activities that will serve as your assignment. And then after this, I will give you a quiz. I mean, on Tuesday, I will give you a quiz. So I will leave you a question, and I want to hear the answer from you personally on Tuesday. So, how do you think you can contribute to your community's growth and improvement? I repeat, how do you think you can contribute to your community's growth and improvement? Okay, so you answered that one. You give me your answer personally on Tuesday. So thank you for listening, and I hope that this discussion inspires you to become active, to become, excuse me, responsible members of your community. So that's it. Thank you, and God bless.